Bueno chicos, ¿cómo andan? Bienvenidos, estamos acá en un nuevo video hoy, nuevamente con viernes 13. Lo que tenemos hoy es un videito bastante diferente a lo que venimos haciendo. Sí, más bien quiero mostrarle lo que son las cintas de Pamela Vorehees, la cinta de la madre del pequeño Jason asesino. Y esta constan en que son 20 cintas, como ustedes están viendo. Yo por el momento no tengo ni una. ¿Y por qué? Porque dirán, Sony, porque sos bastante malo. Bueno, puede ser que sea un poquito bastante malo, pero la realidad es que son bastante difíciles de conseguir también. Y aunque lo crean o no, estas cintas no están en el mapa, así se dice. A ver, ustedes me dirán, pero como en el mapa si yo vengo jugando hace muchísimo tiempo el viernes 13 y no conseguí ni una fucking cinta de las 20 que hay. Bueno chicos, hay que tener paciencia porque las cintas sí están en el mapa, pero no están entre el medio del bosque, no están, no sé, lo que es en la playa, ni lo que es en el agua. No, las cintas están en los cajones. En los cajones, en las estanterías, sí, ahí están las cintas. Son bastante difíciles de conseguir, como les dije, pero se pueden conseguir y ahí están. Las cintas, por lo que dicen ahora en los nuevos, sí, la verdad en las nuevas actualizaciones que van a meter, donde van a sacar nuevo Jason, un nuevo campista que van a decir que es el de la, dijeron en realidad que es el de la cinemática, que aparece que siempre termina muerto, bueno, a él también, y muchas cosas más. Dijeron que van a tratar de arreglar el tema, no sé si arreglar, pero quizás facilitar, esa es la palabra, el tema de conseguir las cintas de Pamela Vorehees, porque si bien son un poco difíciles de conseguirlas, y eso es lo que llama la atención también, el esfuerzo de poder conseguirlas. Imagínense conseguir 20 cuando es muy difícil conseguir recién una. Yo por ejemplo, estando en nivel 22, todavía no tengo ni una cinta. Entonces, bueno, van a tratar de facilitar un poquito más para poder conseguirlas más. A ver, lo que yo les traigo ahora es un video en donde existe en realidad la entrevista entre sí, un detective, un policía y Pamela Vorehees. Habla justamente y muestra todas las cintas de video que nosotros podamos ir recolectando. Yo me tomé el trabajo de tenerlo en el español, o sea que van a poder leerlo en español lo que dice y lo que dice la entrevista. Está muy buena, no se le presten la atención porque está desde la primera hasta la número 20 correlativamente. Entonces está muy bueno para saber y para ir coleccionándolas. Se las voy a dejar para que ustedes la disfruten. Luego de terminar con las cintas, vamos a volver, vamos a retomar porque quiero contarles un poquito de qué trataba y explicarles un poquito más, así entienden un poquito mejor. Bueno chicos, lo dejo con la cinta, dejo de hablar un poquito y espero que la disfruten. Nos vemos en un ratito, crack.
Excuse me, ma'am? She said Pamela. Maybe she prefers not being called Mrs. Voorhees.
Mrs. Voorhees, I'm Police Chief Tom Kelly. Detective Madry and I want to ask you a few questions, if that's all right.
Pamela? We're very sorry about the loss of your son, and we appreciate you.
His name was Jason.
Yes, ma'am. Jason. I understand he was 12 years old, and he was not capable of normal. The report says his mind was...
There is nothing wrong with my son. Jason is a wonderful boy. He just needs to be watched over. I always have done that. I've always protected him. Always. My Jason is very special.
Yes, ma'am, I'm sure he was. I understand you are the cook at Camp Crystal Lake, and...
I was promised that these counselors were responsible. That's why I took the job. These Christian teenagers would help look after my son while I worked. That's why I took this job. I was lied to.
Mrs. Voorhees, I'm sure these kids were just...
Fucking. That's what they were doing. That's what all of them were doing.
No, ma'am. The counselors were...
Were you there? No, you were not.
Mrs. Voorhees, please.
I was there, doing my job, washing the dishes of these selfish, irresponsible...
Ma'am, you need to...
You don't understand. I heard him. I heard my Jason calling for me from the lake. He was calling for his mother. Mommy, help, Mommy. Help me, Mommy.
Ma'am?
But it couldn't have been him, I kept thinking. It had to be just me imagining, you know? When you hear a voice sometimes in your head.
Captain, I'm gonna get Mrs. Voorhees. Why don't we take a few minutes to...
So I didn't go to my baby, because I thought he was safe. I thought he was sleeping cozy in our cabin. But none of them were doing what they promised me. Jason was left all alone. They were not protecting him. They didn't care. Having sex was more important.
Mrs. Voorhees, we are going to stop now. We're going to get you some water and...
He couldn't swim. Did you know that? I tried to teach him, but he was terrified of the water.
I'm going to send Deputy Kroger to the diner. What would you like to eat? Captain, could you shut off the tape recorder, please?
Why would he go out there in that tiny little boat? He was trying to be brave. He wanted Mommy to know he was a brave boy. He was 10 years old yesterday. Did you know that? Did any of you know it was his birthday?
Okay, Mrs. Voorhees. That's all we need for the moment.
Has anyone found him yet? My Jason? Oh, God, my baby must be so cold.
Testing? Testing? Okay, Mrs. Voorhees. Oh, I'm sorry. Would you prefer I call you Pamela? Ma'am, do you have a preference?
Joe, let's just get on with it.
Yes, sir. Mrs. Voorhees, you said Jason was your only child, that's correct?
Jason is my only son.
And his father, deceased since 19...
I don't know. I don't know where he is.
You mean where he's buried, ma'am?
No. I don't know where Jason's father is. I haven't seen him since he...
Let me see that. Mrs. Voorhees, this statement says you are widowed, that your husband is dead.
My husband was killed, but he was not Jason's father.
So you were married before, ma'am?
No, this man did not marry me. We met... It doesn't matter where we met. He held me down by my throat. He forced himself into me. He made me stare into his eyes as he...
Raped you, ma'am?
I tried to stop him.
But he was too strong.
It was his eyes. His eyes were... He had so much hatred. I couldn't stop him. He'd kill me.
Did you report this?
Pamela, did you ever report him?
What was done was done. It didn't matter anymore. Nothing mattered. I just needed to take care of my son. My dear Jason.
Sir, we have a report there's a major storm coming in. We have to call off the search. We're having the men get off the lake and resume tomorrow.
Okay.
What do you mean, okay? My son is out there. You have to find him.
I'm sorry, ma'am. It's not safe being on the lake if there's a lightning strike.
You fucking bastards, go find my little boy now!
Sit down, Mrs. Voorhees.
No, God damn you!
Mrs. Voorhees, you need to calm down.
Are you heartless? He's my child. He's down in that lake. Find him! Let go of me. Let go, you fucking animals! You'll pay for this. I swear to God, you will pay for this. You fuck! Jason? Jason, are you awake? Baby? Are you dreaming? You can hear Mommy, can't you? Jason, you know I love you so much. I never want to lose you. Never. You're my baby. Shh, baby. I know you're scared, but these men are going to help me find you. I'm coming now to get you. Mommy would never leave you. Never, ever. You're my son, my Jason. No one will ever take you away from...
All right, Mrs. Voorhees, we're going to give you a ride home now. If needed, we'll continue this tomorrow morning.
I'm not going home without my son.
Mrs. Voorhees, we're going to start searching the lake as soon as there's light.
No, I will not leave him alone. He's never been left alone. You take me to him.
Chief, the recorder's on.
I remember you turning it off.
I did. Pamela, why did you turn...
Take me to my son! It's late, and he needs to be in bed.
Joe, shut the recorder off.
No!
God damn you! You just...
No, goddamn you! Goddamn all of you!
Is this thing working? Okay, now it's on. Good. Mrs. Voorhees, Pamela. Pamela, this is Dr. Jarvis. Have you ever met him before? He's been the family doctor in Crystal Lake for...
I don't know him.
Hello, Mrs. Voorhees. Would it be all right with you if we could talk? I know you haven't slept all night. That's understandable. I can't imagine how hard it is to lose your only child.
What do you mean?
Detective, would you mind leaving us alone to talk?
Well, to be honest, Doctor, I really don't think you should be left alone with him.
I want to talk to him. Alone.
It'll be fine, Detective.
Yes, Detective. Leave.
We'll be right outside the door, if you need anything.
Bring my son back to me.
We're searching for him now. Every officer here and in the county are at Crystal Lake.
Not you two. Why? You don't care?
Detective, we'll be here. You go do what you need to do.
We'll be right outside the door.
Okay. First off, may I call you by your first name?
No.
That's fine, Mrs. Voorhees.
Do you have children?
Unfortunately not, but my wife and I are trying.
Do you want a boy or a girl?
I'd be happy with either.
Have you picked a name?
Actually, we talk about it a lot. If it's a girl, we like Rachel, and Thomas if it's a boy.
Rachel and Tommy.
Yes.
I was going to call my son Joshua, but when I saw him, when they took him from inside me and put him in my arms, I knew his name was Jason.
He must have been a wonderful boy.
He is. Jason is a wonderful boy.
Mrs. Voorhees, I'm...
Pamela. You may call me Pamela.
Oh, okay. Pamela. I'm just a medical doctor, basically, but Detective Madry wanted me to come talk with you about the situation with your son.
What do you mean?
Well, they're concerned that if they're unable to...
Dr. Jarvis, the chief needs to speak with you immediately. He's calling from the camp. We'll continue this later.
What happened? Did they find my son? I want you all to know something. You're going to be punished for what you have done. My child is laying at the bottom of that lake. He's all alone, freezing. And you do nothing. God damn you! I hope you all burn in hell!
Mrs. Voorhees, what are you doing? Stop that!
Leave me alone. Get out of here!
Mrs. Voorhees, please, give me the microphone.
Give me my boy back! You fucking...
Police Chief Kelly! Kelly!
Okay, ma'am, let's simmer down.
No! I'll kill you! I'll fucking kill all of you!
Is it recording now?
Yes, sir. That fixed it.
This is Police Chief Michael Kelly of the Crystal Lake Sheriff's Department. Today is June 15th, 1957. The time is 9:54 p.m. This recording is the confession of Pamela Vorehees to the murder of Elias Voorhees, her husband, and father of son Jason.
No, I did not say that.
Ma'am, you just told me a few minutes ago you killed your husband, and you agreed to let us tape your confession.
I did kill him. I had to. He was hurting my Jason. Again.
Fine. He was hurting his son, and...
No, you fucking moron. Jason was not his son. I've told you that.
Okay, Mrs. Voorhees, why don't you tell me again?
About Jason's father? I don't know his name. He never said a word to me that night. He just did what he wanted to me, and then left me there, bleeding.
And after all these years, you've not seen him again?
I would never, ever want to see him again. Ever.
Then Jason never knew his real father.
I married Elias because he was strong. I thought he would protect us.
Protect you?
Yes. From him. I could feel he was out there. Watching us. Wanting to take Jason away from me.
So why would you want to kill your husband Elias?
Because he was hurting your son?
Joe, let her answer. Why did you kill him?
Because Jason wanted me to. He told me to. Kill him, Mommy. He's hurting me, Mommy. You kill him.
So this very young child, your son, told you to kill your husband?
Yes.
Mrs. Voorhees, as I understand your son's condition, I find it hard to believe that he spoke to you, much less...
How dare you? My son's condition?
No, Pamela. He didn't mean it.
I am done talking to you. All of you. I don't trust any of you. I'm going to find my son myself.
Mrs. Voorhees, please don't leave. We need to continue your...
Fuck you. You are nothing but heartless murderers. You are leaving my son to die all alone out there.
It's dark out, Pamela. You could get hurt.
You're the ones who will get hurt. All of you. This camp now has a death curse. Don't ever forget that.
Chief, should I...
Let her go. Poor bitch is off her rocker. Can't believe a goddamn thing she says. We're done here.
Bueno, ahora sí chicos, ya volviendo a lo que es el menú principal, ya luego de escuchar lo que son las grabaciones de Pamela Vorehees, espero que les haya gustado la entrevista. Tenía muchas ganas de hacer un video bastante diferente, mostrándole estos que son, digamos, bonus, lo que tiene el juego, ¿no? Cosas que podemos ir desbloqueando y que la verdad está bastante buena, ya que nosotros la podemos desbloquear y al desbloquearla va a estar totalmente en inglés. Bueno, yo creo que es una buena opción poderlas leer, poder saber lo que dice, ¿no? En castellano, bueno, y ahí las tienen. Una vez que ustedes la vayan desbloqueando, si quieren pueden ir viendo de qué trataba y qué dice cada cinta, ¿no? Ahí ya tienen el subtitulado. Bueno chicos, como les dije, tenía muchas ganas, ahí está, no me quiero olvidar, tenía muchas ganas de contarles también de qué trataba un poquito la entrevista, ¿no? Básicamente, como ustedes escucharon, es una entrevista entre un policía, un detective y Pamela Vorehees, hablando un poco de lo que es el hijo, un poco de los casos de asesinato, porque Pamela Vorehees trabajaba en el lago Crystal Lake, ella era cocinera en ese lugar, ¿no? En ese campamento donde iban un montón de chicos de recreación. Bueno, sucedió que Jason, al ser chico, tenía problemas, digamos, adefesios, por así decirlo, porque tenía problemas en el rostro, en el cual los chicos le hacían un tipo de bullying en ese momento. Bueno, Jason, resumiendo, terminó ahogado. La gente que tendría que estar cuidando en ese momento, como a los chicos, como a Jason Vorehees, no estaban haciendo su trabajo, sino que estaban haciendo otro tipo de tareas que no vienen al caso, digamos, porque son bastante perturbadoras, ¿no? Por así decirlo. Estaban haciendo un tipo de cochinadas que está bastante mal, porque encima no estaban cuidando de los chicos. Esto provocó el enojo de Pamela Vorehees al ver que su hijo terminó siendo ahogado y nadie hizo nada. Bueno, Pamela Vorehees terminó destrozando, haciendo una carnicería implacable con toda la gente cuidadora, y así la llamaron como la asesina, ¿no? La asesina del lago de Crystal Lake. También el pequeño Jason luego vio cómo le cortaban la cabeza a Pamela Vorehees, y es así que Jason en su casa, ¿no? En la casa de la que es Pamela Vorehees, cerca del lago de Crystal Lake, mantiene la cabeza de la madre. Y todo también le saco, como podemos ver en el videojuego. Bueno chicos, es una breve historia, un breve resumen más o menos. La entrevista habla básicamente de eso. Se la ve bastante enojada, bastante exaltada. La verdad que está bastante loca, porque Pamela Vorehees lo único que quiere es tomar venganza por ella, ¿no? No ve tanto en lo que es su hijo, ni en tratar de ser mejor persona a su hijo, ni nada, sino que ella lo único que le interesa es tomar venganza, ya que ella después termina muerta. Bueno chicos, espero que les haya gustado. Es un video bastante cortito. Quería hacerlo un poquito más instructivo, de alguna manera mostrarle lo que era la cinta de Pamela. Espero que les haya gustado, que les haya divertido, que les haya gustado la entrevista. Si les gustó, darle un like furioso, como siempre digo, para apoyar el video. Ahí les voy a estar dejando uno de mis últimos videos, por si todavía no lo vieron, o en tal caso el perfil de mi canal. Si ustedes entran, activan la campanita, le van a estar llegando notificaciones, y por qué no suscribirse, ¿no? Para muchos más videos en el canal. Les mando un abrazo grande y nos vemos en el próximo video. Chau chau.